It's clobbering time. Get ready, true believers, because here's a review of Fantastic Four, which is celebrating its 15th anniversary today, right now. Big Days! Entertainment rankings and reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers and true believers out there. This here's Joel, aka the Big D. And this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. And today I bring to you a review of the 2005 superhero flick, give me a sec, Fantastic Four, released by 20th Century Fox, directed by Tim Story, the man who gave us Barbershop, starring Ioan Gruffod, Jessica Alba, Chris Evans, and Michael Chiklis as the title group, with Julian McMahon and Kerry Washington, plus a lot of others. Based on the popular comic book series of the same name by Marvel, I'm going to say that I absolutely love this movie. I just watched it a little earlier, and I gotta say, it still holds up. I actually did go and see this at the Malco Theater 15 years ago. So anyway, now I won't really need my source here, because I know this movie perfectly well. So anyway, I must admit, it's absolutely a blast. Now we start out with Reed Richards and his friend Ben Grimm about to, well, make a deal with Victor Von Doom to head up into space on this special space station of his. So this is kind of a little bit hard to explain, but there was a bit of a cosmic radiation storm coming his way. Had to do a little something special, and well, with the help of Doom's assistant, Sue Storm, and her brother Johnny, they head up into space. But apparently soon the cosmic radiation storm comes this way too early and what have you, and really gets our heroes and what have you, and even for Doom. But soon they manage to be arriving safely back in. And apparently Ben's not quite feeling like himself, and nor are the others, but I can tell you, Johnny is starting to get himself prepared to leave the facility, the medical facility, and apparently the sexy nurse, who is played by Maria Menounos, who I know she was a reporter for one of those entertainment shows. I think it was Entertainment Tonight. I may be wrong, or maybe it was Extra. Or dear me, I'm sorry. Well, apparently she starts seeing his temperature, and she sees his temperature rising. It's like, you're hot, and he's like, why, thank you. So are you. Yeah, this movie kind of has a bit of cheesy, corny dialogue and what have you, but I don't care. This was a fun experience. I loved every bit of it. So go out on the snowy mountain, and that's when Johnny discovers his fiery powers. His whole body can start ablaze and what have you. Well, when the others are meeting with each other, Ben's starting to have a bad feeling in his body and goes to rest, while Reed's talking with Sue about her and Victor, who apparently is having a bit of an issue himself. He's now got himself a scar on the side after the accident. Apparently, soon he stood up and what have you. But apparently, Sue and Reed have discovered their powers. Sue turns invisible, well, with different feelings or something like that. And Reed could stretch out his arm and what have you. And meanwhile, however, Ben's got a bit of a problem of his own. He's starting to get really heavy and what have you. And he escapes Doom's facility. And so they go off to find him. So apparently he goes home and tries to talk to, well, his girlfriend, I believe, or his girlfriend. Yeah, and apparently they have a bit of a breakup in a way when she sees what he's become. He's become this big muscle-bound rock-like creature and what have you. Yeah. They don't really have their names yet, but I do know who they actually become. Reed becomes the plastic-skinned Mr. Fantastic. Sue becomes the Now You See Her, Now You Don't Invisible Woman, although Invisible Girl is what she was also known as. Johnny Storm becomes the Flaming Hot Human Torch, and Benjamin J. Grimm becomes the mighty muscle powerhouse known as The Thing. Enough said, as Stan Lee would say. Well, they find him on the bridge, and after he tries to save someone from jumping off the bridge and cause a bit of an accident, a traffic accident, what have you, they're trying and do what they can. Well, Sue can become invisible, but she has to take her clothes off, and once, oh boy, Johnny couldn't stand to see him, and sees, oh gosh, it's so... Oh, forgive me. Sees Sue in her bra and undies. And Reed's like, wow, you've been working out? Oh, that's a classic. So apparently they use their powers and they find Ben after they saved some firefighters in their truck as it was about to go off the bridge. Yeah. Wow. Apparently they found out they've got themselves some heroes. But Debbie leaves. It's Ben's girlfriend leaves the ring she had for him, and or could have been his wife. I didn't do my checking. My apologies. Yeah. But Reed promises he'll do whatever it takes to make Ben himself again. Now, apparently, they don't want to go out into the public and what have you, but Johnny, as you can imagine, does it all, like getting them into the scene. Victor sees this and he's not too thrilled. And Johnny just explains, a new day has dawned, the day of the Fantastic Four. Yeah. So he says they will go to their lab and fix things up. So they go to the Baxter building, which that's where Reed resides. And we see Stan Lee in a cameo as the postal carrier Willie. Yeah. So, and they're still puzzled as to why Ben can't, turn it on and off like they can. So, wow. Wait till you see what's inside Reed's place. It's incredible. I really was blown by it. It was awesome. But anyway, they get into so many predicaments and fights and what have you. Johnny can really heat things up big time, even go extremely hot like the temperature of the sun, a supernova. Oh, wow. Ben is really completely rock solid, even his insides. Yeah, and Stu could create like energy shield or something like that, where energy and what have you, not just become invisible. So anyway, Victor's trying to look for a cure when he finds out that, metallic stuff's now cover his bones and what have you. Not like what happened with Wolverine, you know. Yeah, because I think you all know the real story of how Doctor Doom came to be, okay? I don't want to bring that up. So, anyway, so much stuff goes on, and the suits they were wearing on the space trip, well, underneath their space suit, well, absorbed the structures and what have you after the cosmic radiation got to them. It would go through it, Sue be invisible, Johnny going, Human Torch, and of course, Reed becoming elastic and what have you as Mr. Fantastic. Well, apparently, Johnny really gets the gang exposed on TV when he's on there doing a motorcycle stunt and what have you for the X Games for ESPN. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, things just take a turn. They just take too many turns for worse. Ben's not too thrilled even after fighting with Johnny, but he realizes he wants to be himself again. So apparently, later on that night, he manages to go to the bar and make friends with this blind chick, Alicia. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I will say that Kerry Washington does a pretty good job on the character, yes. Who now becomes Ben's girlfriend. So, apparently, Doom's getting back at the guy who was pulling the funding for his company and what have you. Eventually kills some of the security guards at his facility and takes like a heat-seeking missile gun and like a hyper-cooling unit. Oh boy. But soon he decides, to get at some of them. As he talked with Ben at this diner, and soon, as Reed's finished his machine that could create the cosmic storm cloud to give him to possibly restore him, Ben's really tore up. He really is tired of waiting for so long. Yeah. So soon after that, everybody's just breaking up even more. Well, but anyway, Victor has a plan, so he invites Ben back to the Baxter building, and soon he manages to pull one over. As even though Reed tried to chamber out and it failed, it just didn't have enough power. But Victor used it on not just making Ben himself, but also on his own self, revealing more metallic places on the scars and what have you. More scars and oh boy, now he has unlimited power. Manages to, and he takes Reed away to his base. He's not thrilled with the way he looks, and he takes an kind of like this iron mask and what have you. Yep. Now, I'm going to get to the last bit. You got 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below. And fast forward to the time below in order to avoid ending spoilers. Okay, here we go. Okay, you've been warned, my friends. Anyway, Sue and Johnny return. They see that Ben's back to normal and learns that Doom has taken Reed. And that's when we go into the good part where we see him in the green hood and cloak, cape, and what have you. Yeah, I like how Doom's first intro goes. Dr. Richards, allow me to begin your lesson. Chemistry 101. What happens to rubber when it's super cooled? Boy, Reed's all frozen. So I give up. That's not like you. After all, we're both doctors. Yeah. Oh, the menacing look on Doom's face. Ooh. Yeah. He manages to try and get Johnny away by firing off a heat-seeking missile. Manages to get out, but gets knocked out when he manages to light all the trash on a garbage barge. But gets blown a bit into the ocean. Feels like he got 2 more finished. But soon manages to sneak in. But apparently, she uses her powers. This comes to another favorite part. Marco Polo. I really didn't mean to laugh, but I couldn't help it. Yeah, really cool. Yeah. After all that, he says it's time to end this. But just at that moment, Ben crushes in back as the thing. No, Vic, it's clobbering time. Yeah, knocks him out. Yep. But soon the power goes out. Doom tackles Ben and really goes into a fight with him for most of this and what have you. But soon everything, gets back to the way it was as Reed shows up, followed by Sue and Johnny, who has survived. So, using his powers, he manages to try and get him, what have you. With all their powers, they managed to get him. And Reed had an idea for Johnny to use the supernova power, and he does it as Sue manages to use her powers to use a force to kind of create a force field to avoid making that supernova cause destruction to everything and everyone in its path. Boy, Doom was completely fried, but wasn't finished yet. Is that the best you can do? A little heat? Yeah, but Reed's like, time for your lesson. Chem 101. What happens when you rapidly cool hot metal? And Ben kicks off the top of a fire hydrant and uses his foot to fire off. Reed turns into like a big slide-like thing or something like that and fires at them. And then it freezes him instantly. Yeah. Proved that they were the champions and all that jazz. Yep. After that, a big party goes through, and everything feels great. And Reed's been working on his machine, but Ben tells him to forget. He's good as is as the thing. So soon, Reed, decides to do what's best and propose to Sue. Yeah, really a great ending. Yeah. And Ben tells Johnny to make no more jokes about him the way he is. And Johnny's just like, just call me Mr. Sensitivity. Says them to clear the way and takes the flight. And flame on! Ben's just like, show off, and creates the Fantastic Four logo and charges it off. And that's the end. Or is it? We get a pre-credit sequence as we see Doom being locked up in kind of a big cargo box where his assistant is wondering how long it will take for this to leave. Apparently, there's still power issues and what have you. Looks like Doom's still going as that big ship is going off to where Doom actually really resides. Latveria. Yeah. And that's the end for realsies. Okay, so what did I think about Fantastic Four? I'm gonna say I love it. I have watched it numerous times, including just more recently. The story's not too bad. I love the cast performances though. They were all real good and what have you. I also like the soundtrack to this. Let's see. Who did the music? Oh wait, now I remember. The score by John Ottman was pretty good. I believe that's the same guy who did music for other movies. I know. I think one of those was X-Men: Days of Future Past, which you'll be seeing a review of that later on this month. I think he did lots of other soundtracks as well. There was also a music soundtrack done by Wind Up Records, who recently did soundtracks for two other Marvel movies. Not two. I mean, my mistake. Three other Marvel movies, which those were Daredevil, The Punisher, and Elektra, which that happened to be released the same year this did. Although that was almost a half a year before Fantastic Four came along. Now, of course, this is the actual DVD release. I know there was an extended cut, but I never could get my hands on one. I never could encounter it. I wish I could have. It might have been pretty cool. But anyway, the reason I really wanted to have it was because it has an inside look at what would be known as X-Men The Last Stand, which would be released the following year. So, also look for a review of that. But anyway, would I recommend Fantastic Four? Most definitely. This is a movie you need to see. It's a classic. I love it. Enough said. Now, of course, after this, there would go on to be a follow-up to this, which would be Rise of Silver Surfer, but that's kind of on hold. It's been some time since I last saw it, but I'm going to save that for my Super September. Same goes for the 2015 reboot, which I know I thought was great at first, but after I watched it a second time, I just wasn't too thrilled with it. Yeah. So please don't hate me if I said that I thought the 2015 version was great. Because, again, I changed my mind after seeing it a second time. But anyway, what did you think of Fantastic Four? Oh, I almost forgot. Now, there was supposed to be a Fantastic Four movie in the mid-90s that Roger Corman worked on, but unfortunately never got off the ground. But I believe that movie's still on YouTube. I know Disney Plus had, but they don't anymore. But anyway, enough about that. What did you think of Fantastic Four? Please feel free to tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe to my channel as well. And be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me again next time when I bring to you a re-review of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for its 15th anniversary. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, you can check out my last few videos on the Back to the Future trilogy, which I did for its 35th anniversary last week. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Back to the Future. The upper right-hand corner is Back to the Future Part 2. And the bottom left-hand corner is my review of Back to the Future Part 3, which I did recently. And the bottom left hand, I'm getting tongue-tied. Bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, true believers, I'm the Big D saying, Excelsior! See ya.